Thank you, Madam President. We thank the Assistant Secretary General for Africa, Martha Polby, the President of the Commission of the Economic Community of Central African States, Madam Verissimo, Mr. Toure, President of ECOWAS, and Mr. Hossein Besso, Executive Secretary of the Gulf of Guinea Commission, for their briefings on the security situation in the Gulf of Guinea. Today's meeting clearly shows that in addressing new challenges and threats, there is an important need not to lose sight of old ones, such as piracy and armed robbery at sea. The flibustiers of the 21st century are well organized and well equipped, and their activities are becoming increasingly audacious, and tactics are increasingly sophisticated. In the waters of the Gulf of Guinea, they carry out attacks targeting vessels first and foremost with the seizure of hostages for ransom. This poses grave threats to the lives and health of seafarers, jeopardizes the security of maritime navigation, international trade, and economic welfare of coastal states. On the whole, piracy in the region increasingly resembles a finely tuned criminal business. Attacks targeting vessels in the Gulf of Guinea have specific features. The majority of them take place close to the shore. Often this takes place in the territorial waters of coastal states. In such instances, this is not piracy. This, by definition, is piracy takes place only in the open seas. This is armed robbery at sea. Appropriate legal qualification helps one to select the appropriate and most effective response. In this way, with respect to preventing and suppressing armed robbery at sea, coastal states have an important role, as do regional associations, in addressing these issues. We welcome their relevant efforts and initiatives, including in crafting effective coordination mechanisms. Specifically, we welcome and attribute significance to what was established in 2021, the Gulf of Guinea Maritime Collaboration Forum for Shared Awareness and Deconflicting, which is an important coordination mechanism in countering piracy at sea. Turning to the international community, there's a need for the international community to focus on delivering assistance to coastal states in capacity building for Coast Guard services, as well as enhancing their technical equipment, helping them to organize joint patrols and regular exchanges of operational information. This assistance should be carried out at the request of interested states and should take into account their national approaches, their priorities, and their specific features. We believe that the United Nations can help to coordinate the relevant efforts and can facilitate mobilization of the necessary financial resources. The Russian Federation has increased its contribution to countering piracy and armed robbery at sea at the western coast of Africa. Russia has been making annual voluntary contributions to the Global Maritime Crime Program of the United Nations Office of Drugs and Crime. And this has facilitated technical assistance being provided to states in the region, including Gabon, Ghana, Cameroon, Congo, Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea, and São Tomé and Principe. This is focused on capacity building for national maritime security structures. Given our active assistance to states in the region, we would be keen to contribute to activities of the Maritime Collaboration Forum in the Gulf of Guinea. We trust that we will receive an invitation from its Nigerian presidency. We stand ready to share our extensive experience gained in the area of maritime security. It is important to recall that countering piracy and ensuring safety of navigation in the Gulf of Guinea is possible only through the coordinated efforts of the entire international community. We are focused on seeking solutions in the most effective way possible, including in the format of the Security Council of the United Nations. Given that piracy and armed robbery at sea is often linked to other forms of crime, we continue to advocate the creation of specialized structures under the aegis of the United Nations to address the coordination of the whole range of issues of addressing maritime crime. Thank you for your attention.